It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's Chiefs under the lights on Monday night.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their...
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches.
Going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Wilson to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little. Boston, the man in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Harris running straight ahead.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Open man there is Darnell Washington.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he
1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
It's Kelsey on the ground. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And strong running there as he's across midfield.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. There he goes, left side. Now they can't bring him down. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Mahomes.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Now it's Mahomes again.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter.
The third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So, and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this one,
it got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris.
Brought down at the 20.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
George Karlaftis
able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Option here, they'll give to Pirine.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he's down at the 17-yard line. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it? You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Got his man. It's Warren. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it's Wilson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this down to the 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 4.
Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 10. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Wilson to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And out come the Chiefs now. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then out. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
2nd down and 6 now.
Yellow.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.